What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing week 2 prediction for the 2016 to 2017 NFL season. And let's go over my record real quick. And I'm switching it up from last year a little bit. Last year I recapped all the games and predicted all the games. I recapped the previous week. And I told you guys I would do that, but it's just taking too long, guys. I mean, 18 to 19 minutes is not, I don't want to be talking there for 18 to 19 minutes, and I don't know if you guys really watch all the 18 to 19 minutes, so I want to keep it easy on you guys, and I'm going to keep it easy on myself. We're just going to do the predictions for this week, for the week that I'm doing, and if you guys want to recap or discuss or, share feelings or whatever about any of the games that happened in the past week, or past weeks, you can leave it in the comment section. I respond to usually everybody, and I see every comment. So, yeah, if you guys have anything to say, go ahead and drop it in the comment section below. And last week, I had about 530-something views. I want to thank you guys for watching all my content. 530 views on week 1 predictions. And last year, I only had 58. To this day, I only had 58. So that's a huge margin. And I thank you guys for that. And obviously, I have 189 subscribers right now. And thank you guys for that. And 530 views. So if you guys are watching this video, go ahead and subscribe. I have plenty of content as far as Giants, the NFL. I want to do more news stuff like NFL news, not just the Giants. I'm going to start doing that. And I have some other ideas to bring to this channel that I won't let you guys know yet until it happens, because I'm not sure how it's going to work out yet. But I have other ideas for this channel. So go ahead and subscribe if you guys haven't already. So we're going to go over my record. 12-4 is what I went straight up, and it's pretty good for me to start out with. I've been hitting, week 1s, I've usually been hitting around the 10-6, 11-5 range. So 12-4, I believe, is my record on, since I've been doing this. I think it's been 3 years now. And I also did 1 year when I wasn't on YouTube. And I think 12-4 is my best record right now, week 1. And I think my best record ever was like 15-1. I think that was 2 years ago. So against the spread, I went 8-7-1, way better compared to last year. Last year, I didn't get a positive against the spread record in since week 5 of the 2015 season. So in my locks, I went 3-0, and in my upsets, I went 1-0. So pretty good week for me. I'm shooting for 70% this year, guys. I hope I get it, and I hope I expand my knowledge and prognostication. So starting off, and power rankings are in the description below. Sorry it wasn't there last week. I already told you guys that I just didn't want to do it last week because I just didn't know how the teams were going to look. But now I have, an idea of how they're going to look. So the power rankings will be in the description below, as long as all my picks, so you guys can see it and not wait for me to say it. So Thursday Night Football, Color Rush uniforms, as it's going to be for the next, rest of the year on Thursday Night Football. The Giants one looks amazing. Oh my God, 1980s uniforms, probably the best looking Color Rush uniforms. If you guys checked out the Color Rush uniforms, leave a comment in the comment section below. Which one is your favorite Color Rush uniforms this year? So, Color Rush game, Jets at the Bills, AFC East matchup. Every time these two teams play, it's always close, always competitive, and always like classic, hardcore football. So it's a pick'em game. I'm gonna pick the Jets, and I'm gonna pick the Jets 24-16. I just think the Jets looked better last week, and I think the Bills are just like out of sync. And they made some good plays last week. It just wasn't enough. They only scored once, and I'm giving them 16 points here. We're talking about the Jets, who Darrelle Revis got exposed last week. Oh my goodness, but so we'll see how Sammy Watkins plays and other receivers for Buffalo. Saints at the Giants. Whatever the over/under is, guys, go over, because the past three meetings, it's just been shootout. Last year, 52-49. The time they played each other before that, I believe it was 48-45 or something like that. And then the time they played before that, the Giants scored in the 50s when they won that game at home. So, I mean, this game, guys, this game is, the winner's going to have at least 45 points, I promise you that. And I'm going to have the New York Giants pulling out this win. Call it bias if you want, but I believe the Giants at home beat the Saints at home. And when they're away, they usually lose. So, I'm going to take the Giants here. But I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints, and I'm sorry if you guys hear the rain. It's pouring where I live. There's a huge storm. I'll take the Giants straight up, 45-42, and I'll take New Orleans plus 4.5. It's going to be close, guys. It's going to be close. My game of the week, Bengals at the Steelers. I'm really going to like this game. I love when the Bengals and Steelers play. It's just always hardcore classic football. And it's very competitive, always competitive. So, with that being said, Pittsburgh is favored by 3.5. I know that's a little bit of a low line, but I'm still going to take Cincinnati plus the 3.5. And if I said plus Pittsburgh plus 3.5, I meant Pittsburgh minus 3.5. I'll take Cincinnati plus 3.5, and the final score will be 20-17. Moving on. Titans at the Lions. The Lions looked very, very well last week. And they're facing a Titans team that doesn't have a good defense, just like the Colts. So look for the Lions to probably score at least 30 points again. They have, I know this is crazy, but without Calvin Johnson, they're really playing well. Imagine if Calvin Johnson stood another year. The score would be in the 40s. You know, if they still had Marvin Jones. I believe they got Calvin Johnson because Marvin Jones left. I mean, they got Marvin Jones because Calvin Johnson left. So, 31-17 is my prediction. Take Detroit minus 5.5. Ravens at the Browns. This is, for some reason, the Browns, in my opinion, are the worst team in football. But the Ravens, they're a good team, but they never really smoke the Browns like you usually would expect. It's for the past 2 years, it's been pretty close. So I'm going to take Cleveland plus the 6.5. I think 6.5 is way too high for Baltimore. I can't believe they're favored by 6.5. They only scored 13 points last week. And, you know, Cleveland, they scored 10, but still. I'll take Cleveland plus 6.5. The final score, 26-24 Ravens. My upset pick of the week, the Cowboys at the Redskins. Washington is favored by 2.5. And I can see why. I understand. Dak Prescott isn't there. They lost a heartbreaker to the Giants. But I think, you know, Dak Prescott isn't a bad quarterback. I honestly think at this point he's better than Kirk Cousins already. I really do think so. And I'll top that off with Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, last week the Redskins couldn't stop a nosebleed. It was terrible. Their run defense was terrible. They couldn't get a pass rush. Their pass defense wasn't all that anyway. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger muffed a snap. It was like a muffed punt. He picked it up and just lobbed it up, and Sammy Coates caught it. I mean, how do you not defend that? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but the Cowboys are going to win this game. It's going to be close. Take Dallas plus 2.5. Cowboys win it 26-23. Moving on. The 49ers at the Panthers. This one was left. I mean, I'm scratching my head on this one. The 49ers, in my opinion, are still a bad team. They faced a division rival and they smoked them. But we're talking about the Rams that's probably going to have, you know, a bad defense this year. They didn't really do anything to replace Rodney McLeod or Janoris Jenkins or Chris Long or James Laurinaitis. You know, a whole bunch of names left on that team. And their offense is still garbage. So the 49ers coming off a good win, but I don't know how they're going to play against the Panthers. They may do well. They may do bad. I may regret this one, but I'm still going to take Carolina minus 13. That's a huge line. But we'll see. Cam Newton just needs to play better. Hopefully he's not that injured, you know, coming off from that Broncos game. And I don't know, man. I don't know. That, 49ers defensive line is actually getting pretty good, so hopefully he doesn't take a beating against the 49ers. I'm going to take the Carolina Panthers 34-20, and that is going to have Carolina minus 13. Dolphins at the Patriots. Now, the Dolphins played well, extremely well defensively against the Seahawks. So we'll see what happens against the Patriots. But I still think the Patriots are going to put up some points. But I'll take Miami plus 6.5. Have the Patriots winning 27-23. Chiefs at the Texans. Wild card playoff rematch. Houston is favored by 2.5 points after the Chiefs came back to beat a division rival Chargers 33-27, while the Houston Texans barely squeaked by the Bears. Really, it was a pretty competitive game to the end, 23-14. How on earth? On top of that, the Chiefs beat the Houston Texans 30-0 last year. You have to take Kansas City plus 2.5. If I'm wrong, then that's crazy because they need. I mean, you got to be kidding me. I don't know if anybody's really gonna fall for this. Houston 2.5. That's ridiculous. Have the Chiefs winning 27-16. Moving on, my first lock of the week. We've got the Seahawks versus the Rams. I have the Seahawks winning 31-14. I really think that game last week was a fluke for the Seahawks. So I'll take Seattle minus 3.5. Buccaneers at the Cardinals. This is my game to watch. It's a big storyline here, guys. It doesn't look like it's much, but it's a big storyline. Can the Tampa Bay Buccaneers keep up a playoff-like team together? Are they able to play consistent football throughout the end against good teams? They played against the Atlanta Falcons. They are division rivals, so that is the reason why it was that close. But this is a big challenge for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We've got the Cardinals coming off a loss, and they really want to win. And on the other hand, we have the Cardinals, who really don't want to go 0-2, especially with the Seahawks in their division. And on top of that, they want to make a Super Bowl run. And on top of that, I have them winning the Super Bowl. So I don't know who I want to win more, because I like the Buccaneers and I like the Cardinals. So we'll see what happens. I have the line is set. Arizona's favor minus 6.5. I'll have Tampa Bay covering the points plus 6.5. Cardinals win it though, 24-21. Next, we have the Jaguars at the Chargers. I may regret this one, and I may be putting too much faith in the Jaguars, but I'm going to have them winning on the road from one side of the country to the other, 23-17. Take Jacksonville with the points, plus 3. My third and final lock of the week. No, that's my second lock of the week. I lied, sorry. Falcons at the Raiders. The Raiders are going to squash the Falcons. I'll just say it like that. I mean, the Raiders are a pretty good home team, and on top of that, the Falcons are coming off of a division loss, and on top of that, they didn't really look that good in the first place, except Julio Jones, who is Julio Jones. So take Oakland with the points, 5.5, and I'll have the final score being 35-14. Colts at the Broncos. This is going to be a difficult game for me to predict because Andrew Luck is back. He put up some points against the Lions, and he's going to play the best. I mean, this is no doubt the best defense in football. So we'll see how he plays, against that kind of defense, against that kind of, competition. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to take Indianapolis plus 6 here, but I'm not going to take them to win. The reason why I'm taking them with the points is because I don't know how Trevor Siemian is going to play. I know the Panthers defense is better, but I think they just didn't game plan for Trevor Siemian yet. And I think the Colts could keep this game close. So 26-22 is my final prediction. The Broncos win. My third lock of the week, Packers at the Vikings. Man, I might regret this one. This might This might ruin my undefeated record of lock picks, but I'm going to take the Packers in a lock to beat the Vikings. We have Sean Hill starting. I don't think he's going to beat the Packers. The Packers are going to game plan. They game plan for the Vikings because they are a division rival. They do it every year. And it's Sean Hill we're talking about. So I'm going to lock the Packers to win 27-24. I say it's a close game. It might be a blowout because Teddy Bridgewater kept it close with Aaron Rodgers before. But we're talking about Sean Hill, who's probably half the quarterback Teddy Bridgewater is. So I'll take Green Bay with the points, 2.5. And Monday Night Football game, you have got to be kidding me. Eagles at the Bears. Are you serious, man? This is terrible. I mean, I don't know, because a lot of people thought the Bears were going to be a good team. I understand that. And then we got Carson Wentz, but this is terrible. This is a ridiculous game. What is it with Monday Night Football, ESPN picking these garbage games? They did it last year. They did it the year before that. Picking these garbage games to, end the week. I'll take Chicago -3. 21-17 is the final score. Bears win. And that's all I got for you guys today. Still 16 minutes, and I didn't even recap last week. Still, I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. I apologize if you kept skipping through the video. I know I take long explaining things, but I talk a lot, guys. When I want to speak, I want to speak. So, thank you guys for watching. Power rankings are in the description. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment, talk to me, guys, about the game last week, the games this week. Whatever it is, talk to me, guys. And if you're new here, guys, subscribe to me, please. I'm bringing up new content soon. Predictions come out every single week to get my opinion on your favorite team. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.